Thank you for choosing Altapure for your high-level disinfection needs. By utilizing our technology, you are part of an industry-wide effort to reduce hospital-acquired infections, protect patients, and save lives. The purpose of Altapure is total room high-level disinfection, typically the last step in an overall cleaning process. The system eliminates all pathogens, including spores, from all exposed surfaces in the room. The machine emits a fine aerosol of PAA, or peroxyacetic acid, that's comprised of hydrogen peroxide and acetic acid. The chemistry is non-toxic, food-safe, and biodegradable. PAA kills pathogens quickly and completely, most in 2 minutes. However, we allow the aerosol to dwell longer to ensure complete coverage. The chemistry is safe for all equipment and electronics in the room, and again, is non-toxic and food-safe. It degrades into water and a light vinegar smell. While the Altapure system could be used after every discharge and between all cases in the OR, a targeted approach is much more practical and time-friendly. Most facilities utilize the Altapure system after a terminal discharge, isolation discharge, any room in which a patient had an MDRO, or multi-drug resistant organism, and an end-of-day OR procedure. Ultimately, it's up to the facility to decide when the Altapure system will be utilized. The Altapure system is fast and easy to use because it's a set-it-and-forget-it system. It's controlled remotely via tablet. The tablet is very simple to use. The power button is located on the left side, and a short push will wake it from sleep mode, and a long push for about 10 to 20 seconds will power it down. It's important to keep the tablet charged. Look for the blue light to indicate that the tablet is charging properly. Moving on to the machine itself. The power cord for the machine needs a 20 amp outlet, as you can see from the turned prong here. There are 2 power switches, and both must be on for the machine to work. The main power switch is located here and will have a yellow-orange glow when it is turned on. The switch can be left in the on position at all times. The second switch is the red round knob, located to the left. Pull out to turn on. You'll see a red light and hear a beep from the machine. To turn off, push in. This is also the emergency stop for the machine. There are 3 displays that are mainly for Altapure service technicians. They indicate the number of hours for the transducers, scrubber, and filters. Seen here are 3 automatic vent cover power connections. The cord used to power the automatic vent covers are plugged in here. To disconnect, push this tab and pull out. The black square buttons to the left of the connections are the circuit breakers for the vent covers. Make sure they are not popped out with the white portion showing. Below to the right is the drain bottle. It's important to keep an eye on the level of the liquid inside. To empty the drain bottle, simply disconnect the dripless connection and lift over the metal divider. This liquid can be put down any drain. To replace, simply position the bottle and connect the tubing until you hear a click. Located on top of the AP-4 is one of 2 storage racks. The top storage racks house the automatic vent covers, as well as a basket portion that has a bag that will hold the tablet, user manual, and other items needed to use the machine. Located to the right are the fill spouts. They are clearly marked as Altacare only in red and water only in blue. Do not put anything other than what is specified into the fill spouts. Deviating from the clearly labeled instructions could result in system malfunction and/or failure. The water that goes into the machine should be RO/DI water only. The caps are attached and should not be removed or switched. The aerosol fog comes out of these 4 outlets. It's important not to block them while the machine is in use. During storage, place these red caps onto the outlets to ensure that no dust or particulate fall into the machine. Located on this side of the machine is a hook to house the extra cording that powers the automatic vent covers, as well as the air intake. It's important to never block the air intake, especially when the machine is in use. Allow at least 2 feet of clearance and be sure that no curtains or bed sheets are near it as well. Located on the front of the machine is a filter cover door that should not be opened by anyone other than a certified Altapure service technician. Below that is the front storage rack, which houses the automatic vent cover tripods and manual poles. Be sure that when storing these poles that they are seated completely to the bottom of the rack For the automatic vent cover, the teeth should be outward, like so. Last but not least, on the bottom are the wheels. The back wheels are able to be locked by pressing down on the tab here with your foot. This keeps the back casters from swiveling so that it's easier to move the machine down the hallway. For positioning the machine in the room, it may be easier to have all 4 wheels unlocked so it can maneuver freely. Do not attempt to service or do any maintenance on the machine yourself. The only maintenance required of you to do is maintaining the fluid levels. The machine does not need to be disinfected, as it disinfects itself every time it's used in a room. However, if the machine does get dusty or dirty, wipe it down with a damp microfiber cloth. All other maintenance shall be done by a certified Altapure service technician. Now that we have a good understanding of the equipment of the machine, let's move on to a typical cycle protocol. Before bringing the machine into a room, verify the fluid levels and fill if needed. When handling the Altacare, it's important to wear personal protective equipment, or PPE. Goggles and gloves are recommended. Remember, RO/DI water only. Any particles in the water will end up on room surfaces. For the concentrate, only fill if the level is below 20%, so you can empty a full bottle of Altacare into the reservoir. The bar will change to yellow when it's below 20%. Also note if the mix tank is expired. If so, drain the mix tank. Keep in mind that the mix tank will expire after 72 hours of non-use. Finally, check the drain bottle doesn't need to be emptied. Once fluid levels, drain bottle, and mix tank are verified, the machine is ready to be brought into the room. Position the machine as close to the center of the room as feasible, and, if possible, direct the fog outlets towards the bathroom with the bathroom door open. To ensure treatment of unexposed contact surfaces, place a hospital disinfectant wipe effective against Clostridium difficile spores under each point of contact. Allow about 3 feet in front of the machine where the aerosol comes out, and make sure nothing is close to the air intake, including curtains and bed sheets. Plug in the machine and pull out the red knob. Wake up the tablet and the connection should establish in a few seconds. Hit Start Cycle. Enter your username, room number, and the reason for using the machine. Verify your cycle times and hit Confirm. The machine will fill and preheat. During this time, you can set up the vent covers and smoke detectors. When setting up the vent covers, be sure to tighten the fasteners completely, righty-tighty. Make sure the bathroom door, cabinets, and drawers are open. Tape over any odd openings and bring in any equipment desired to be disinfected, such as wheelchairs or monitoring equipment. Then exit the room and close and tape the door. Verify everything is sealed and ready, then press Start Process on the tablet. The fog will deploy. Keep the tablet close to the room so that it stays connected to the machine. Stay close for the first minute or so of the deploy to be sure no aerosol is escaping from the room. Check the remaining time to know when to come back for room teardown. Then you can tend to other duties while the cycle is running. Once the cycle is complete, the tablet will show all phases as done and the status will show cycle complete. Press Exit to return to the main screen. The room can be entered immediately upon cycle completion. There will be a slight vinegar smell. You can keep the door propped open to aid in airing out. On the tablet, press Scrubber off and vents down. Be sure that nothing is in the way of the vents as they lower. Return the room to normal setup for patient. Make sure everything is back on the machine and unplugged and remove the system from the room. The room is now free from pathogens and ready for patient entry. And there you have it. The Altapure high-level disinfection system is simple to use, fast, and the most effective system in the world. If you need assistance or want more information, go to our website or call the number on your screen. And from all of us here at Altapure, thanks for being part of our team.